So I saw something interesting today. Don't tell YDCB, don't show YDCB this. He will pucker up like a lemon. But I found someone that was doing Jaeger, that was using Jaeger. They were using Jaeger in every single match in RTA. I was like, we gotta do a video on this. Let's take a brief recap on Jaeger. Dragon's Might first skill, like they all have. The Justice second skill, just like Chow and Leica. And then we have King's Rage passive. This is the thing. Gains immunity against inability effects. It increases your, so stun and freeze. Increases your attack power by 20% each time your allies are attacked. Accumulates up to 10 times. That's a pretty big buff. And especially with Justice, he's going to be able to do, I mean, he's got to stick around for a while. And he's an HP type unit, so his attack is not that crazy already. But with those buffs, the same way Chow, when you kill his friends, he's gonna eventually start murdering face. So let's take a look at Jaeger, who is kind of like a mix between Chow / Leica and the Fire Monkey. First match, let's see what we got. We got the Fran first pick into Vanessa Vertiheel first picks, and then Artemiel. I found out why he wants that light defense leader skill. Wells bans out the Artemiel anyway. Goes for the HP leader skill. Makes sense. Okay, so he's got some tanky bruisers, some mid-range tanky bruisers, against a lot of supports, and then kind of Vanessa's kind of a tanky bruiser support, and then Diana, best tanky bruiser in the game. So he goes after Vanessa, and now dead. Hold on. That Jaeger's passive is proccing like crazy. The Jaeger's passive is proccing like crazy. Hold on. I thought that passive procced I don't have a Jaeger, but I thought that passive procced every time, because it's up to 8 now. I thought it procced every time it was stunned, not every time they got hit. Inability immune, well, it's not stun because of that. Does Diana proc? Does she get another additional turn after this first skill? She does not. And then the Perna heals up a little bit, and then Dragon's Might, first skill, 17k. Okay, no defense break, so it's gonna be tricky to kill this Jaeger. Perna's gonna proc soon though. Well, Perna's gonna get a turn soon to heal up the Jaeger a little bit. Does this kill? Doesn't kill though. And Perna crit on water, wow. Perna crit on water. GG after that. It was close though. It really was close. If the Diana would have procced it, this would have been a different game. Okay, here we go. This is against a Groot, who is a Australian G3 player, it looks like. Oh, that second comp already looks toxic. But this is exactly where you bring Jaeger. This is a perfect Okay, here we go. We have a up against another G1. Around 100 points difference. Brings the Jaeger in last. Artemiel first, Jaeger last. And you know they're gonna pick, so they pick the exact things that are in their profile picture. Like, okay, well, I kind of feel like you can look at the profile pictures half the time and see like what they might be bringing in. So he is up to full stacks. Full stacks on the Jaeger. Can Jaeger one-shot anything? 15k, he took it half down. He's basically Jaeger Molong. Kinda, with no downside, and immune to stuns. Why do people seem to not like things that are immune to stuns? Except that they sometimes do pretty decently, especially in RTA where like everything has some kind of stun on it. Especially like this Ethna has a stun, Water Monkey has a stun. I mean, Vanessa that died didn't have a stun, but. Okay, so he goes after the, what is he going after next? The Ethna or the Monkey? Ethna. I feel like he goes after the Ethna next. No, he goes after the Monkey. I was wrong. Goes after the Monkey next. Because I feel like I would be more scared of that Ethna because she has a defense break. Or you just stun her, I guess. Then you could just freeze on top of the stun. When stuns aren't enough, kids, you can freeze on top of the stuns. That's how you really do it. So the defense break though. But I mean, it's double immunity, and he like this Ethna's not gonna do that much. Injustice and kills Ethna, and there we go. GG. Not bad, not bad. Okay, here we go. We have Perna first pick. Perna into Molong Bulwark. Okay. Perna's a rough first pick, because you could... I mean, people just pick Ganymede Okinos into Perna, or Tessarion, or things... Oh, those... Okay, so they picked the Jaeger into this, but I don't know if I would have Jaegered into this. They at least banned the Molong, which is kind of half the combo. So he's just gonna heal himself to full though. But they banned at least half the combo. I would have probably picked. Would I have banned the Molong, the Bulwark rather than the Molong? But still, you have that combo of Bulwark into DPS from Yanhong and into the Chow DPS. So you still have that 3-hit combo. I wonder if that was the Artemil was the one to really go for. He's okay, so he's noticing now. He's like, maybe I shouldn't be going for that Artemil. Maybe the Jaeger is a better idea. But I don't know. I think he just likes Jaeger. I think he just wants, maybe it's a new unit for him. So that's why he's picking him. Lols. But I don't know if I necessarily would have picked the Jaeger into this. That's my thing. And then the Bulwark is super dangerous though. Bulwark with Amelia. Super dangerous Bulwark into like a Fran that is not banned is pretty dangerous as well. Chow versus Jaeger. That Jaeger is pretty tanky though. That Jaeger is doing well. The Chow has attack power break. Who's got? I think maybe the Destroyers on the Artemil though. I think maybe the Destroyers on the Artemil. So they just gave up after that. They're like, maybe not. But Jaeger, I feel like he just picks the Jaeger because he wants to pick Jaeger. Because, or possibly even with, because like the Artemil leader skill that he can use sometimes as well, if you would like to. Because Jaeger does a 12,000 base, 12,600, right? Base HP, which is pretty tanky with that leader skill. Not too shabby. He can stay around for a while. Okay, so here we have Molong Perna first picks into Vertihue. So that's a free to play. I was gonna say free to play second team, right? Not free to play. When did Gianna come? You actually don't know. But Jaeger does not get banned. The Artemil gets banned. Artemil gets as usual. As usual. No stun, but did start stacking the Jaeger from that. And then there's gonna be no. The Juno Jaeger is a really nice counter to that. But that bomb is going on. You know the bomb's going on Jaeger. The bomb is not going on Jaeger. Never mind. Remember how I said bomb on Jaeger? I was just kidding. I wasn't being serious. The bomb is... Why no bomb on Jaeger? Bomb on Molong. And went for the skill too though. Second bomb on Molong. He's still going after the Triana. I feel like I would have just gone for the Gianna and like gone after the Triana second. Okay, now she procced her passive. I'll just keep going for the Gianna again because her passive only happens once. Bombs on the Perna. So many bombs. Never on the Jaeger. Never on the Jaeger. You're gonna stack the passive more though. Got a little. It's gonna have a little heal from the Juno onto the Molong. Well, I mean onto everything, but the Molong is kind of might be beneficial that it heals the Molong because he's got a bomb on him. See, like I said, that's why I'm talking about the Molong. Molong stay alive. So now he goes after the Gianna. He's starting to do big damage to this Gianna, but I feel like I would have gone after the Gianna first and been like, okay, proc your passive. There's no Ganymede, can't reset the passive from that. But yeah, and then they just give up after that. It's not a bad team though. That Gianna Hathor thing is not a bad team. But Jaeger Juno into that is two nice units that counter it. Here we go. This is against someone who clearly likes to use Josephine, and she put like Josephine in the thumbnail, and then also Josephine in the pics. Okay, so I know why this is gonna win. I know why the Jaeger team is gonna win because you picked a Han. You picked a Han. Okay, so he's not gonna. So he did that to prevent the reckless assault, but the reckless assault happens anyway, and it doesn't even do to bye Han. I mean, that was wasted. Why are you picking Han? Possibly for the same reason this guy's picking Jaeger. It's like, well, I have a Light Dark Nat 5. I want to play with it. I want to at least get some. Sometimes I will do that too. Sometimes I'll be like, I know this is not the right pick, but I feel like playing with this. Yeah. See, the problem with the Japanese player is that they picked Han. The problem with the Japanese player is that they picked Han. Okay, Artemil first pick. Do they possibly know that the other player has Artemil? That's why they're first picking Artemil? Because Fran would be a better first pick. Is this what? Hold on. So you have a Nephthys, and you've decided this is the first you're gonna pull out the Nephthys. Never occurred to you to use Nephthys before. It's like, hey, you know what? Now I'll use Nephthys. Was never really, no Nephthys before? Okay. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised that they have the Nephthys. I'm surprised that such a, like, you know, she's good this season. She's OP this season. It's not that she's good this season. She's OP this season. That's just gonna one-shot her. No, it's not gonna one-shot her. Okay. Well, he didn't have the second skill though. He didn't have the second skill. I should have used the brain first. Nature Protection. Unwanted Harmony onto the Jaeger. Does he heal up? Yes, he does. He's got the heal. Okay. Justice. Too bad he didn't have the Justice in human form. But I mean, he used it. That's his own fault. That's his own fault. Wait, what did he ban? Hold on. He let the Nephthys, the Artemil, and the Jaeger through. Now I'm trying to think of, like, what was actually banned. I can't even remember the pick ban phase. Human form. Artemil's just gonna counter. Boom, boom. And she's dead. That Artemil's a great Diana counter. Everyone, make sure you summon your Artemils because it's a great Diana counter. LOLs. No, that was no crit from the Garrow. This Artemil is just gonna destroy. Well, I mean, technically he is actually destroying. Technically, that's not false. Still rough. This Garrow is a great counter to a lot of these things that just do big single target damage, big single hit damage. So. This Garrus. I mean, like, I kind of want to see the Garrus solo the Artemil, but I also kind of don't want to see the Garrus solo the Artemil, but yeah. Is that chicken thing? The fat chicken. We saw the fat chicken in another match last week, didn't we? The little, I'm sorry, the plump chicken. I don't know what that thing is. It's something. Maybe I've seen it before. I don't remember. I mean, I've seen it before, but maybe I don't know what it's from. That's what I mean. That's what I meant to say. Next match. Okay, here we go. Against the G3 player. First picks Hathor Diana. Hathor Diana first picks. But Diana's Artemil's already a counter Diana. Are they planning on banning the Artemil? What are they going to ban? They're going to ban the Velijoul, actually. Of all things, they ban the Velijoul. Okay. Well, because they bring in the CC. They're planning on CCing a lot. But the Artemil is kind of a Diana counter. So, already, because she can crit into human form. Like, she can crit in human form, and then he can use his passive and stun her. So, you know what else is a good Diana counter? The Nephthys. The glancing hit from the Nephthys is pretty brutal here. Okay, but they don't have a lot of activations for the Bulwark, actually. So he's going after the Bulwark first. Perna's down. Everything's stunned though. There's a lot of CC. And the Varad, here's the thing about the Varad. The Varad, I know the Jaeger counters the Varad, but the Jaeger also is not immune to attack age reduction. There's nothing immune to attack age reduction, actually, which would be possibly next unit come to us. New ideas. Things that are immune to attack age reduction. So he's going after the Jaeger now. He killed the Perna. He's going after the Jaeger. He killed the Perna. Well, he killed the Perna. Perna's squishy, plus he has 3 water units, so of course it's going to be easier to kill Perna. But there's not a lot of activations for Bulwark. So Bulwark is kind of like at the mercy of 3 Light Dark Nat 5s, which that Nephthys, as soon as she gets a turn, is going to be pretty brutal. So what he's going to go for? He's got the stun. He's got the stun with the monkey. Additional turn alter ego. It's going to be easier to kill that. Well, you don't know how the Jaeger is built, but usually Jaeger is built on like a hybrid, right? But you don't know hybrid in what, like hybrid weighted more towards attack, hybrid weighted more towards HP, defense. So we got the the dot. Oh my god, the dot. The dot is what killed the Varad. Very important to make sure you got your Dragon Knight runed on focus, guys. Make sure you get that dot. Very important. Very, very critical. There's nothing. The Bulwark really has nothing though at this point. So, it's really all about the Bulwark's like, man, I'm gonna do stuff. Maybe I do some damage, but not really a lot. Yeah, it's pretty much game. It's pretty much game at this point. Yeah, that was a nice match though. Nice win. Bulwark it was kind of weird to see like the picks, but half the time it is weird to see that it's like, well, I was planning on using this, but now I've changed to doing this after I see all the light dark nat 5s you're bringing in. Okay, here we go. Artemil first pick again. He's got the Jaeger in there too. He's got the Jaeger, but nothing. Actually, not nothing stuns. The Garrow stuns, but still the Jaeger. Still the Jaeger. So he's got the Reckless Assault. Doesn't actually do enough damage. Doesn't do enough damage to Molong to kill. This is kind of an interesting match. And we get to see the Water Druid too. Someone actually using the Water Druid. Something's going to trigger that. There we go. There's the trigger passive on the Water Druid and Wild Cure. But he's got, they have immunity anyway. So we can't, half the Wild Cure isn't really going to do too much. He still has that Molong is basically a Garrow counter though. Because the Molong can, well, also, you know what else is a Garrow counter? Is Perna Mount proccing 17 times. Although 17 times does not happen in RTA. Does not happen in RTA. I gotta watch these. You know, I gotta watch some of these matches that, because I'm kind of weak myself against Bulwark mentally. Like, I look at him and I'm like when someone picks him, I like confuse myself. I'm like, all the things that I wanted to do are now have been bulwarked. So dragons might, but that's not gonna. And there we go. Never mind. Garrow still didn't die. Damn you, Garrow. Garrow's always alive. Didn't get the stun. That was important stun to not get. Okay, so we got the Wild Cure on Molo. I mean, this is game now. As long as we kill this Garrow, which Garrow seems to not want to die. Typical Garrow. Yeah. The Molong multi-hit is going to do it. Alright, end of video discussion. What do we feel about those matches? I feel like in some of those matches, Jaeger was a great pick against a lot of heavy CC, but also in some of those matches, it was like, why Jaeger? He's not the best option here, and I think the answer to that is probably just that they have really good runes on the Jaeger. He's a light dark nat 5. It's probably a newer, it might be a newer pull for them, so they like want to play with Jaeger as much as possible. But he's not necessarily a bad pick, especially because like a lot of stuff in RTA, this is another reason why Joesphine never really a bad pick. A lot of stuff in RTA has stuns on things. Like even the Water Monkey has stun on skill 2, stun on skill 1. Ethna has a stun on skill 3, a stun on skill 2. Frayne has a stun on skill 1. Perna's got a stun on skill 1. There's a lot of stuns. There's a lot of CC, even on like skill 1s and things like that. So Jaeger, just the fact that he cannot be CC'd, it's always beneficial in some way. He's still being attack gauge reduced though, so it's not like a horrible pick. And also, I got this. I keep thinking about him like his old Jaeger. So this stacks whenever your allies are attacked. Period. Anytime your allies are attacked, it's gonna stack. His old passive used to whenever your allies were CC. I keep thinking about his old passive. 2015 Jaeger, even more recent than that, 2016, 20. I don't know. I don't remember when he was buffed. But his old passive would stack anytime they were incapacitated. Now he just stacks anytime they're attacked at all. So I keep thinking about his old passive when I think about Jaeger. But he's even better now, which is great. But Jaeger's a pretty cool unit. You know, it's not like a super game-breaking OP ridiculous. It's not Ragdoll. See, that's the thing. A lot of people like to compare him to Ragdoll. Like, is he Ragdoll? No. Well, Ragdoll's a triple S. Why is it Jaeger Ragdoll? It's not everything is Ragdoll. Right? Not everything can be the best win rate in the game. But Jaeger's a fun unit. He's a pretty cool unit. Also, he looks pretty bouse. And also, I feel like people I'm surprised we don't see a little bit, like not a lot of Jaeger, but a little bit more Jaeger this season because there is a Dragon Knight transmogs, right? So I feel like any season where there's a transmog of a special, like of a Dragon Knight, you probably would see some more Dragon Knights being played with. Sky Dancer, you probably see some more Yen Hongs being played with, some more Wall Youngs being played with in RTA. People that have those rare units that really they want those transmogs for them, so they're gonna try hard that season. That's what I did when I was like, I have a Perna, I love my Perna, so I was like, let me make sure that I at least get a minimum of G1 on the Perna season, which is what happened. But yeah, we might see a little bit more Jaeger than usual here, and maybe that's what we're seeing today. Is the guy was just like, I want to play with Jaeger. I'm gonna get the transmog for him, so I'm gonna start enjoying him. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you as always in the next one.